Hi, and welcome back to Bean Talk. Today, as you can probably see, we're in a little different environment. We're in Petra's little workshop here, and we're gonna talk about her little creation, the Mindful Design filter set, and gonna talk about how it's designed and also how it's produced. So yeah, let's go. Okay, Petra.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you for inviting us
You're
to
welcome.
come on over. And yeah, so this is your creation,
Yes.
the Mindful Design filter set. How did you come up with the idea?
Yeah, that's a long story. I hope you have enough time. So a friend of mine just told me he knew that I'm making stuff out of ceramics and porcelain, and he wanted to have a filter set for his IKEA tea kettle.
Yeah.
And I had a ceramic 3D printer, and
Wow.
I just prototyped one.
Yeah.
And my inspiration for the filter was this flowery form, which I saw somewhere on the internet from filter papers, but I didn't know how it really looked like. But
Okay.
so I made this flowery form, and afterwards I linked my favorite coffee roaster, Felix Cafe, in the Instagram story where I brewed with this new stuff. And then he was like, "Oh my God, I need this. I want a porcelain filter like this, and just come to me to the farmer's market where I sell my stuff." And I visited him the next day and asked him, like, "Do you have those filters? I saw them somewhere online, these filter
Yeah.
papers." Yes, he got into his van and came out, and he put these filters into my porcelain filter, and it was a match because it fit perfectly.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was the beginning of the whole story, and I created this together with him. 1 year was a
Yeah.
development process where we tested it, we adapted it until the final version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I have to say, it looks absolutely stunning.
thank you.
I really like it. Also the color. So, step by step, how do you produce it? Like,
Okay.
what's the procedure?
The procedure is I mostly design my objects in Rhino, which is a 3D modeling program. After sketching first by hand, I then transform it to 3D. I then print it, a prototype which is 16% bigger than the final
Okay.
thing. I just get it, it's this one. So you see it as well.
Oh wow.
So this is it's normally 3D printed with an FDM printer
Okay.
with filament. It's flex filament, which is biodegradable, because this is one thing which I find really important
Yes.
in producing. And yes, so these are the positive forms, and I then take a plaster mold from these, which looks like this in the end.
Oh, wow.
And in these plaster molds, I then pour in slip, so it's liquid porcelain.
Okay.
And we can get to this later or now
Yeah,
if you
sure.
want to. But yeah, that's how it's produced. It
Okay.
has to be fired then 2 times. And after the first firing comes the glaze onto it, and then it gets fired the second time. And in this process, in the second firing, this whole object shrinks to this stage.
Wow.
So
That's quite a bit.
yes, but the reason why it shrinks is because of the silica in the porcelain. It's turning to glass, so it's
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know how it's called. it's melting together, so
Yeah.
to say. And so these ones are dishwasher safe because there is no porous stuff in between where water could get into.
Okay.
So
That's very important for a filter set to make
yeah.
it easy to clean and
Of
everything.
course. Yeah.
Okay. So, could you maybe show us how you make one?
Yes.
If that's possible. Awesome.
Of course.
Okay, so step by step, how does it work now if you want to make like a filter set?
Okay. So if I have the ready-made plaster molds, which I prepared, of course, I pour in the slip, the liquid porcelain, into this form. So it is filled up to the very top,
Okay.
and it has then to be turned like 10 minutes with this wheel,
Wow.
which is necessary because then the whole mass is really
Spreads out.
it spreads out regularly. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And 10 minutes is a time which I decided to be the right thing because the longer you leave the slip in this plaster mold, the thicker the wall of the object gets.
Okay.
So, and 10 minutes is my
Optimal
yes,
thickness.
sweet point.
Yeah.
How you call it? Sweet spot. Yes. Exactly. And after these 10 minutes, I pour out the liquid porcelain, which is left in the middle,
Okay.
and turn the whole plaster mold over so that the porcelain can get out,
Okay.
the liquid one. And after some minutes of waiting again, after drying, after the walls are drier,
Yeah.
I can remove the excess porcelain with a knife.
Okay.
And then you can see that the porcelain starts to peel off itself. So the excess water evaporates and the plaster takes water out of the porcelain. So the
Okay.
walls are building. And if water evaporates from the porcelain object, it peels off from the walls. And then you can remove the outer plaster mold.
Okay.
And the object is finished. It's soft, but you have to let it dry for 4 days, 4 to
Wow.
5 days.
Okay.
But then it's ready for the first firing.
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay, so we just brewed some coffee with the filter set, and I gotta say it tastes amazing. It's very nice, very clean cup profile, and also taste-wise. I mean, it already looks kind of like a mixture of Kalita and V60 or origami dripper, and it's also what it tastes like. So it's somewhere in between, but anyways, very, very clean cup profile. And what I noticed right away when brewing was that it gets warm quite fast. So yeah, I guess that comes down to the material.
Yes, exactly. Yes, it has a good heat conduction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is perfect for brewing coffee, of course. So yeah, and the coffee we brewed was in this case from Felix Cafe.
Yes.
You got this coffee. So this is your favorite coffee, you said?
Since I drink coffee really passionate. So yes, and he's my roaster who also designed this filter set with me, and
yeah, and help with the testing and everything.
exactly.
So yeah, so this in this case is beef de Godina from Ethiopia, washed. In case you want to check it out.
Try it.
So yeah, Petra, thank you so much for having us here
Thank you.
and talking to us about your filter set. I mean, I gotta say it again, it looks absolutely stunning. Definitely might have to get one for myself.
Yes, you should.
All right, I think that's it. So, see you next week. Drink loads of good coffee. Bye.
Bye.
All right, if you enjoy our videos, please do us a favor and hit the like and subscribe button. And also maybe if you have some ideas for future videos or topics that we could do in our show, just put it down in the comments and let us know. So yeah, thanks so much for watching and see you next time. Bye.